Welcome to Thaddeus Walker Productions, where we help creators make better content without overcomplicating the process. In this episode, we're going over how to avoid copyright claims on YouTube and what most creators miss when it comes to music licensing before it costs them monetization. Let's get into it.
All right, if you're a creator, you know exactly the feeling I'm talking about. You spend hours, maybe even days, crafting the perfect video. You find that amazing background track. You hit publish, and you're feeling great. And then, bam, that email hits your inbox, a copyright claim. So, in this explainer, we are going to break down exactly how you can avoid that horrible, sinking feeling and pick your music with total confidence.
Yep, this is the nightmare scenario, right? You publish a video, everything seems fine, and then a week later, boom, there's a copyright claim and your monetization is just gone. And, it's not even just about losing the money on that one video. It's that awful uncertainty that starts creeping in. Suddenly, you're second-guessing every single track you've ever used on your channel. It just feels so random, so unfair, and honestly, it's just super frustrating.
So let's talk about the unexpected copyright claim. Here's the thing though, it's not really bad luck. Not at all. It's almost always a fundamental misunderstanding of how YouTube's automated systems actually work. And look, once you get how the machine operates, you can totally work with it instead of against it. And that's exactly what we're going to dig into right now.
Okay, so how does this all happen? Let's look at how Content ID scans. First thing you got to understand is that the source of these claims isn't some person sitting there manually reviewing your video. No way. It's a super powerful automated system, and it's constantly scanning literally everything that gets uploaded to YouTube. So let's pull back the curtain and see how it really works. So what is Content ID? Well, think of it like a giant digital fingerprinting system, but for audio. It's pretty clever, actually. Rights holders upload their music into this massive database, and from that second on, the system is just always looking, constantly searching for matches across the entire platform. And here's the kicker. It's totally impartial. It never sleeps, and it absolutely does not care about your good intentions. And the process itself, it's ridiculously simple and happens crazy fast. It goes like this. You upload your video, the system immediately scans the audio, it finds a match against its database, and then it automatically slaps a claim on it, just like that. And that claim is based on whatever rules the rights holder set up. So, that could mean they take all your ad revenue, or in some cases, they can even block your video entirely. And the craziest part, it all happens in a blink of an eye with zero human intervention.
All right, so if the system is totally automated, you might be wondering, how do so many of us get caught by surprise? Well, it usually boils down to one single, really big mistake. We fall into the free music trap.
And this is where things get really interesting, because it's all about the meaning of the word free. See, as creators, when we see free, we think awesome, no cost, I can use it anywhere, it's totally safe for monetization, but what free often means in the music world is something very different. It might mean attribution is required, or it's only for personal, non-commercial use, or, and this is the big one, no monetization allowed. We think free means no strings attached, but in reality, free is often tangled up with a bunch of conditions, and you can bet those little details are exactly what Content ID is looking for. So this brings us to the most important point, the absolute bottom line. The system doesn't care where you got the music. It only cares about the license. Let me say that again because it's that important. Content ID doesn't care if you got the track from some royalty-free playlist or from your buddy's band. All it sees is that audio fingerprint and the license that's attached to it in the database. And if that license doesn't explicitly cover what you are doing with it, well, you're taking a huge risk. Okay, so enough about the problem, right? We get it. Let's start talking about the solution. If free isn't the magic word we should be looking for, then what is? What is it that actually makes a piece of music truly safe to use in our videos?
And this right here, this is the key. It's a total mindset shift. Safe music isn't about the price tag, it's about clarity. You've got to stop hunting for cheap or free music and start searching for music with a clear license. And by clarity, I mean 100% without a shadow of a doubt what you are and are not allowed to do with that track before it ever even touches your editing timeline.
Okay, so the big question is, what should you actually look for, right? I mean, it's easy to say look for clarity, but what does that even look like in the real world? What are the specific boxes you need to tick to know for sure that a track is safe to use? This right here is what clarity looks like in practice. A clear license will answer these three absolutely non-negotiable questions. Number one, is monetization explicitly allowed? We're talking commercial use. Number two, are there any attribution requirements? And if so, what exactly are they? And number three, a big one, is this track registered in Content ID? Because if it is, you better have a crystal clear way to whitelist your video. Seriously, if the answer to any of these is, I'm not sure, just walk away. Don't use the track. It's not worth it.
All right, let's get super practical. We're going to turn those questions into a simple 4-step music checklist. This is a workflow that will actually protect your channel, and you can start using it for every single video starting today.
Okay, here we go. Step one, try to choose tracks that are actually designed for background use, stuff that won't fight with your voiceover. Step two, and this is crucial, check the license before you download. Read the fine print. Step three, always test the track under your own voice. Make sure it actually fits the vibe of your content. And finally, step four, this is your ultimate safety net. Export just a 1-minute sample of your video with the music in it and upload it as a private video. Then just wait an hour. If a claim is going to pop up, it'll almost always happen then, long before your audience ever gets to see it.
Now, where you get your music from also plays a huge role in your risk level. As you can see, each model here has its own pros and cons. You've got your subscription services, right? They give you tons of variety, but your license is usually only good as long as you're paying that recurring fee. Then you have one-off tracks where you buy a license for one song. It's yours forever, which is great, but those costs can really add up. And then there are these curated packs, which are often designed specifically for creators like us. They can be a fantastic balance. Usually a one-time fee gives you clear, perpetual rights, which, as you can imagine, dramatically lowers your risk in the long run.
So when you put all of this stuff together, what's the real payoff? Well, the benefit goes way beyond just avoiding copyright claims. It's really about simplifying your entire creator workflow so you can spend your time and energy on what actually matters.
And this is it. This is the real end goal. Think about it. Every single minute you spend stressing about a potential claim or trying to decipher some confusing license agreement, that's a minute you're not spending on scripting or shooting or editing your next great piece of content. When you build a system that's based on clarity, you get all that creative energy back for yourself.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one last question to really think about. Take a good, honest look at your process. Is your music workflow actually helping you create, or is it just creating more work and stress for you? Because getting this right, it isn't just some small technical fix. It's about making your life as a creator so much easier, more sustainable, and at the end of the day, a whole lot more creative.
Avoiding copyright issues comes down to starting with music that's clearly licensed for creators from the beginning. Our free music packs make that process simple and reliable. The link is in the description. And if you found this video useful, please give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We post new videos and free music packs every week.